waste that they may leave behind. And the other mystery was, where is Mitt Romney today? And yet again, a member of the cavalcade of Yahoo News stars riding to the rescue and solving that mystery. Jeff Greenfield, what do you know?
Yes, I put my incredible investigative abilities to work, and it popped up on my computer. Mitt Romney. There's actually something more interesting than this about him. He's at home in La Jolla, just out of sight.
La Jolla, California, right south of
where he's
of
building
San
a
Diego.
home.
I'm probably riding.
All right, the car elevator. I knew somebody was there. But
I didn't know about this. Is a car elevator
He's
there?
the first losing candidate since Dukakis not to attend the inaugural. And if you think about it, it makes sense.
Right.
Bush was the outgoing president. Joe had been a senator, but he had a lifetime in the Senate.
Yeah.
Gore was a sitting vice president. Kerry was still a senator, and McCain was still a senator. So in that sense, it's not like he's snubbing it. He just doesn't have any reason to be there, which virtually all the others did.
Right.
But he is home in his now yet another adopted state, California, just chilling.
And you said there was something else more important?
No, I think the fact that he's not here, which is relatively unprecedented, looks to be significant. But when you realize he's a private citizen, he has no reason to be in Washington, and virtually all the other losers did, it becomes a little less. It's not like he's turning his back on the whole process. There's no reason to come.
Bob Dole in 1997, his home was in the Watergate.
Thank you.
And to correct one other fact thing, not correct, augment. According to this thing called the Internet, the District of Columbia has 618,000 people.
So a large population.
Which would entitle it normally to one congressional district.
What's the population of Wyoming?
Less.
Less than that.
There are several states with
Ace
fewer
Reporter is starting to type.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the key to this thing is it really is pretty pure politics.
Teacher, I have an answer.
Yes.
568,158.
Right, and they've got 2 senators.
And a congressman.
Yeah.
One's Dick Cheney.
Okay. Here's the ultimate nerd bar bet. Okay. Name the only part of the Constitution that says it cannot be amended. There's actually one part of the Constitution that says this can't be amended.
The elasticity clause?
It's that no state can be deprived of equal representation in the Senate without its consent, because the whole way they got a constitution was to say to the small states, okay, you can have one house of Congress where you guys are as important as the biggest state. And it's why, people write all the time, it's a dysfunctional system. Why should Wyoming have as much representation as California? The reason is that's how we got a country.
Right.
And it's actually in there that, now, it's like Superman meeting Captain Marvel. If you amend an unamendable part of the Constitution, I don't know what happens. The space-time continuum blows up. But they were very clear that this was a big deal. So.
Right. I mean, but the argument from the detractors is that this system is not serving. It's outmoded. It's not serving us. We had to do it in order to forge a union, but the current union is not well served by it. I'm not taking any sides here. I'm just
a perfect example is that 13 states can block a constitutional amendment. Even if they are 13 states with a typical population of 568,158 in a nation of 310 million.
But if people want to know why we got this, it's not like somebody on a whim said, hey, I got a great idea. It's the small states were just petrified that Virginia then was the big state. They're going to crush us.
Growing up in Connecticut, we learned very early on that this deal was called the Connecticut Compromise.
Okay.
Me, Connecticut.
What?
I said me, Connecticut.
Yes. Connecticut was one of the small states that benefited from this.
as we continue to watch the parade, the president chomping away on his gum, drinking his coffee, and enjoying what will be the last parade for him at an inauguration that he will experience. And as we've noted several times throughout this day, he really seems to be soaking up this experience, savoring it, as it were. And one last time before we wrap up our coverage, let's get back to Rena. Rena, any observations as we hit the final part of the parade?
Yes.
You with us, Rena?
Dan, I apologize.